Hey everyone, it's Tony Leonardi, your certified financial planning professional from Newtown, Connecticut, back with another episode of a Smarter Way to Retire podcast. Because there really is a smarter way to retire. We're about a week out from Christmas as I'm recording here today, and 2 weeks from New Year's. This is the perfect time to make a few quiet moves that can save you thousands, maybe in taxes, and give you a stronger start to 2026. So today's topic is 5 last chance 2025 moves you can still make before the ball drops. Some take 10 minutes, some just a phone call, but all these 5 can make a real big difference in your financial plan. Let's get you some easy wins before the year ends. Why December matters? Why this time of year? Well, most people are focused on the holidays, travel, family, which is great. I know I am. I still have some Christmas shopping to do, some packages to get out in the mail, some grocery shopping to do for the 17 people that we're going to host here at the house on Christmas Day. There's a lot to do this time of year. But the smartest investors use this time to check off a few financial boxes. No big projects, just some high impact, low effort items that roll over into big tax savings for you next year. So here are the 5 moves. Move number 1, max out your 2025 retirement contributions if you're still working or if you have any earned income. For 2025, the 401k 403b max contribution is $23,500. If you're 50 years old or older, you can add an extra $7,500 in catch-up, which gives you a total of $31,000 you can put away in your retirement plan pre-tax. Have you maxed out your 401k yet? How about an IRA or Roth IRA? The limit in 2025 is $7,000 plus another $1,000 catch up if you're 50 or older, bringing you to a total of $8,000. First, a quick reminder on eligibility because not everyone can contribute directly. For traditional IRAs, anyone with earned income can contribute up to $7,000, $8,000 if you're 50 or older. The contribution is deductible if you or your spouse are not covered by a workplace retirement plan, or if your income is below certain levels. For 2025, the full deduction is available for a single filer up to $79,000, for married filing jointly up to $126,000 if you're covered by a plan. For Roth IRAs, the same $7,000 or $8,000 for 50 or older limit holds, but contributions are after tax and grow tax-free. Direct contributions to a Roth phase out at higher incomes. For singles, the full contribution is available up to $150,000 of modified adjusted gross income, with partial up to $165,000. For married filing jointly, the full is available up to $236,000 modified adjusted gross income, partial up to $246,000. So if you're over those limits, you can use what's called a backdoor Roth strategy. Sounds complicated, but it's actually pretty easy. It's just an extra step. You can contribute to a traditional IRA, non-deductible, and then convert to a Roth IRA. There are no income limits on conversions, and you end up in the same place. So if you're over the income limits, think about a backdoor Roth, just an extra step. Even if you're on severance or between jobs, if you have any earned income, consulting, side gig, etc., it all counts. One client last week added $8,000 to his Roth through the backdoor conversion strategy and now has an extra $8,000 in his tax-free bucket, growing tax-free forever. So everyone out there can do a Roth IRA to fill that tax-free bucket that we talked about last week. Have you done your Roth IRA yet? You have 2 weeks. Get moving. Check with your CPA or give me a shout out if you're not sure which of these options fit you best. I'd be happy to help. So that's move number 1. There's still time to get that 2025 money working harder for you. Move number 2, we call tax loss harvesting. So harvest tax losses in your taxable accounts. Look at your brokerage account, your taxable brokerage account. Did you have any losses this year? Now, the market has been pretty good for us this year, but still take a look at your taxable account. You might be surprised to find 1 or 2 line items in the red. The idea here is to sell them before the end of the year. Take the loss to offset gains. You can use up to $3,000 of losses against ordinary income if you have no gains in your account to offset. If you have some positions with large built-in capital gains, you might want to sell some of those winners along with the couple of losers that you found and use the losers to offset the gain on the winners. If you can't offset or you'd rather not offset, you can just carry forward unlimited losses, $3,000 per year, use them into future years to offset ordinary income. That'll save you a few bucks in income tax every year, a nice little stocking stuffer this time of year. It's a quick win if the market gave you any red positions this year. Move number 3, make your 2025 charitable gifts before the end of the year. Cash, appreciated stock, or a donor advised fund contribution by December 31st. If you're 70 and a half or older, set up your QCDs, your qualified charitable distributions for 2026 to offset your RMDs. You can do that now. Many custodians will let you schedule that early. One couple I work with just gifted appreciated stock, avoided the capital gains, and got the full tax deduction. I had a meeting with another couple yesterday to prepare their charitable giving plan for 2026 with QCDs, qualified charitable distributions, and how we can use them to reduce their taxable RMDs, required minimum distributions, each month next year. It's a great time of year to plan for 2026. Move number 4, double check your required distributions, your RMDs. Is this your first year having to take RMDs? Take it by the end of the year, by December 31st. If you wait until April 1st, you'll be double dipping next year and paying the tax twice in 2026, which might cause you a problem, possibly push you into a higher tax bracket. So I'd recommend taking that first distribution by the end of this year. Do you have inherited IRAs? Do you have annual or 10-year rule deadlines? If you miss one of those, it's a 25% penalty if you don't fix it right away. A quick call to your custodian should confirm that everything's done and you haven't missed anything. Don't miss those required distributions. The IRS needs your money. Move number 5, review your beneficiary designations. This is the biggest oops I see every December. Outdated beneficiaries on IRAs, 401ks, life insurance, annuities. Did anything change in your family in 2025? Was there a divorce, new grandkids, maybe a death in the family? Make sure the right people get the money the right way. It takes a quick 10 minutes with an online form to make sure that your beneficiary designations are up to date. Earlier this week, I had a meeting with a client and her attorney to look at an annuity that is owned by one of her trusts. Sort of a complicated situation, but in that review, we discovered an error in her beneficiary designation, which would have caused a major problem for her and her family if not corrected. We're getting that beneficiary designation corrected today. And that's a real life example of what a good, thorough year-end review can uncover. So here's the wrap up and your action plan for this week. Pick one or more, but at least one of these 5 action items and knock it out this week. You'll thank yourself in April and for years to come afterwards, because there is a smarter way to retire. Do you want to see how these moves and others fit your exact situation? Take my free 2-minute retirement readiness quiz and get a complimentary copy of my ebook instantly. You can find that at leonardifamilywealthcare.com/quiz, or you can book a complimentary 15-minute call with me and I'll look at your numbers together with you You can find my calendar at leonardifamilywealthcare.com. Look for the Contact Me and Calendly tabs. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to plan smarter and retire happier. Happy holidays to everyone out there. See you next week for our 2025 year in review.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Mosaic Wealth, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Mosaic Wealth is separately owned in other entities, and our marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Mosaic Wealth. The opinions expressed herein are for general information only and is not necessarily the opinions of Mosaic Wealth or its representatives. Investing is subject to risk, including loss of principal invested. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. No strategy can assure a profit nor protect against loss. It is not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. Please consult your financial professional, attorney, or tax advisor with regard to your individual situation.